Welcome to TechNOW. I'm your host, John Reid, also CEO of CATAAlliance, and we continue our Women in Tech series, looking at advice that we can share for women looking at a career in Canada's innovation sectors. We're joined by Katherine Thompson, CATA VP, who's going to tell us about what she's learned in terms of her career. Can you share with us, Katherine, what advice would you provide?
Thank you, John. I think probably one of the crucial things that I've learned in my career and continue to learn is around the whole concept of mentorship and actually seeking out people in your business community, in your network that can provide you with some of the insights. I don't think that there's any point where you reach in your career where you think, I've learned it all. I recently met with a young lady who's finishing her degree and kind of looking at what are the starting points for her career, and she referenced mentoring. And talked about some of the things that she's put together in terms of her mentoring plan. And one of the things that I said to her is, don't approach mentoring as a project. Approach it as a long-term journey, because we're all on that. One of the things I had the opportunity in June of this year to co-facilitate a leadership forum for women in Toronto. And it was around philanthropy and giving back. And one of the overwhelming, it was a very inspiring day, but one of the overwhelming messages that came out of this event was that women collectively need to do a better job in supporting each other. One of the keynote speakers was Marina Glogovac, who is a extremely accomplished senior level executive in the e-commerce industry. She's the current president and CEO of Canada Helps, and also one of my favorite leadership writers with the Globe and Mail. And she did a very pointed and powerful presentation on her experiences in the corporate world. And she referenced the Old Boys Club, and she, mentioned how men were very successful in this club of supporting and mentoring each other throughout their career path, and that not only was there not a female equivalent to this, that in some cases, many cases, women did the exact opposite in terms of not supporting each other, almost tearing each other or pulling each other back. So it was a real rallying cry among women to become more engaged in the whole concept, from very early engagement and adoption to continuing to do it to support each other. So I think that's a resonating message for me. And one of my favorite quotes around mentoring has always been that mentoring is nothing more than a brain to pick, an ear to listen, and a push in the right direction.
Katherine Thompson, always right on theme. VP of CATAAlliance, we're happy that you're with us. We learn from you, and you can learn from us. So thank you for joining us at TechNOW this morning.
John, always a pleasure.